Turn out and turn up!
Ask for help if you need it. It's about to strike. They never learn, do they? Can I join in too?
Bloody bots.
Standing by.
Again with the crows, you bastard!
It's going to attack. I have another in sight.
Again with the crows, you bastard! Get lost, won't you?
I took the life of a man I loved and ate his flesh. This I deserve.
Jacob's body has disappeared.
Eaten by animals or by Ben Stoughton's maggots.
Should have buried him. Let's get out of this shithole.
Can you feel the tension? Folk here are wound tight.
Have you found her?
Still looking.
Good. If you can't find her, she's probably alive. Keep looking.
Do you know anything about Kate and a certain Grace?
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Why'd you ask?
I found a letter, an old one, addressed to Grace, but mentioning Kate. It'd help to know who she is.
I can't help you. And if I could help you, I wouldn't. After all that has happened, Kate's tale is hers to tell, and hers alone.
But you admit you knew a Grace. I'm guessing she's from Nью-Иден.
Ask Kate, for I'll say naught.
All right, then. One last question. Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
Seeker, you say? Now this I can answer. I've never heard that name in my whole life.
Well then, I'll be leaving. You look worried. What ails you?
Not too serious, but I wonder, shall you go to the Harrows?
Might do. Why?
I'm running low on dill, and with a diet of poor meat and meagre roots, God knows our stomachs are taking the brunt of it. Dill does not grow here, so could I prevail upon you to bring me some? If you cannot find it wild, try the alewife.
I could do that, aye.
God blesses you and thanks you for your good deeds. And so do I.
Let us talk of something else. The world about us, for example.
I get the feeling you're about to try and sell me some nonsense or other, but all right, we can talk.
What can you tell me about thick-skinned Newsmith?
I trust her. I believe her. She's a fine leader, though not one that talks much. And she's a terrible patient. Stubborn, hard-headed, can't be told. And good for her. Without that hard head, she'd never have killed the beast. With your help, of course.
Kate Newsmith. Quite the character, eh?
God believes in her. It gives her his strength, though she does not know it. Standing in thick-skinned shadow, she never realised how strong she was. They argue. It's unhelpful. I wish they'd stop. But I suppose Kate is fighting for her freedom.
How are your patients doing? How fares the camp?
Busy. You've done God's work, Banisher, the better that I may serve him in mine. Though our ghosts be gone, we still get hurt and we still get sick. Not that I'm complaining. Perhaps my vocation may buy me a sliver of redemption.
All the good works in the world cannot undo evil done. There's no redemption. There's only penance.
I should go.
I'll wish you luck, if you believe in it.
Squire Paris's store. There's a strong spectral presence.
Shall we?
That is better. That is better indeed. Can't an honest man catch his breath in peace? Now, where were we?
Without wishing to pry, are you sure you're well?
You do pry. I welcome it. I'm not as well as I would like. I blame the setting. English men and English women out here in the woods. 'Tis unnatural.
Might I be of help?
The man who killed the beast. I imagine you might.
I hope you're not about to tell me there's another one.
Oh, nothing like that. At least I hope not. No, my bodyguard is missing, and with recent events, no one here seems interested. It's not like Jane to leave unannounced, and I can't run the store without her.
Where to your mind might Jane have gone?
If I knew that, I'd tell you. I'm baffled. All these years, she's been nothing but loyal.
Tell me about Jane, if you would.
My partner Jane is proudly Pennacook. I doubt she'll tell her story to some white-skinned stranger. But if she does, she'll tell you the truth. The question is moot. She's not here. With the beast gone, Jane had the fidgets. But I never thought she'd abandon me. My mistake. She spent a lot of time in her cabin working on a map. Foolish of me not to realize she'd use it.
He's genuinely worried, but there's something else going on here. I wonder what it is.
Jane's map. What do you know about it? Where did it lead?
I must now break confidence and share a little of Jane's tale. You ever hear of the hummingbirds? The hummingbirds are mercenaries. They and Jane share a past. She has, for years, been hunting them. I suspect she found a new lead and chose not to tell me about it.
I should have a look in her quarters.
Her cabin stands facing the store. I'll not object to you searching it. She may feel differently.
Show me your wares.
You'll find what you need, I'm sure.
Stay put. I'll look around.
Please, and thank you.
When her people were sick, the mercenaries massacred them.
Of course they did. Cowards. She's very defensive about that particular patch of forest.
Like you with the blanket when the night is cold.
Jane doesn't trust her boss.
We should poke through the squire's books.
We're not opening that without a key.
Shouldn't be hard to find.
No keys here. I thought I saw something shiny.
I wouldn't have kept a key here.
You probably would. There. The Squire's archives.
Paris had traded with the Pennacook, Jane's people.
He knew she had nowhere else to go.
Did he wish to help, or did he wish to profit?
Squire Paris bought Jane's freedom, then hired her as his bodyguard.
That was generous of him. Right. We should talk to the Squire.
Yes.
Hummingbird mercenaries massacred Jane's people. She likely seeks revenge.
Ah, right.
You don't seem surprised.
Why do you think we came to a backwater like Nью-Иден? She knew the hummingbirds had been here.
You intended to help her take revenge?
I would have, gladly, if I were 20 years younger. These men, what poor Jane endured.
Perhaps she wanted to keep you out of it. What else can you tell me?
Jane had a cache of weapons in the woods, at the fiery grove, as she described it. I suppose she means that the trees there are autumn red.
Arms in the woods, red-leaved trees. Noted. Stay put. I'll look around.
Please, and thank you.
We must find Jane. Let's try this fiery grove. She means to kill the hummingbirds.
Hell of a mission for one person alone.
Sincere's attitude is definitely strange, and not only for his constant whining. Good day.
Good day to you too, Mrs. Ake. How have you been?
Better. all things considered. I note you have not denounced me. Yet.
Thomas wanted you safe. I've no reason to deny him that.
Then perhaps there is something you could help me with. I've had enough. I want out. But if I am to disappear, the king must believe me exposed. Pennington must write London to inform on me. Paris will soon hear it. Pennington cannot know the truth. So I have written the letter myself. I need only the captain's seal.
Better the brave spy escaping the clutches of perfidious Albion than a deserter who abandoned her mission.
My thoughts exactly.
Give me the letter. I'll see what can be done with the bold captain's seal. So, what's the word around here?
That depends. What is it that you want to know?
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Me? I'm just a cook. I make soup, I feed people. I do my best like anyone. I'm entirely unremarkable. I am uninteresting. I pass unnoticed.
I should really know about Kate. What can you tell me?
She's a good kid. Petulant, especially when her sister is involved. And her sister is always involved.
I should really know about thick skin. What can you tell me?
I'll not speak ill of thick-skin, Mr. McWraith. She is a fine hunter. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know.
I'll take my leave, Mrs. Hake.
Yes, do that.
Red McWraith, how very good it is to see you.
Are you well?
We make do. We're almost happy. Well, that's saying something, things being the way they are. We owe you for that. We'd like to repay you. If you can bring the iron, we'll craft you something fine. And glad to do it. I heard Fort Jericho used to have a blacksmith. Perhaps you'll find some there?
Let's trade, Mrs. Eden.
All right, let's.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Eden.
Thank you for your interest, Mr. McWraith.
I believe Edith King has work for us.
Where's that addle-pated hick when I need him? Not you, sir.
Good day, madam.
Good day to you, Banisher. What can I do for you?
Is all well, Miss Keene?
All is well indeed, sir. In fact, a miracle has happened. With the beast dead, my garden has at last begun to grow. With work and luck and God's good grace, we'll end up with a harvest. Though I confess I find the work more tiring than usual.
That's because she's haunted.
Thank you for sharing so frankly, Miss Keane. But the reason I ask is... it's delicate. I think you're likely haunted.
No, that's just my twin brother. I can't get rid of him because we're family. Oh, wait, you're serious? Haunted? Who'd haunt the likes of me?
Where is your brother?
He went for a walk in the woods. Oh no. My brother, Daniel. My brother Daniel went for a walk in the woods.
So Daniel Keane went missing in the woods, and Edith here is only getting worried now.
How long has your brother been missing? And where might he be?
You worry me, sir. With the beast gone, Daniel dared to walk the woods. I did not. Who knows what still lurks out there? I swear at times I hear voices rippling in the trees. Please, would you find him?
Better late than never, I guess.
I'll look into it. First, I'll need to have a look around here.
Please do.
What's new?
I don't know. Say, have you seen young Scudder? He said he'd help me with a thing, but was not shown.
Beloved Scudder, you mean? Wasn't that helpful to me?
That's just his manner. Pay it no mind. He's a good boy. Wish I knew where he'd got to, though. Maybe he's off somewhere with that poor cousin of his.
Tell me more about thick-skinned Newsmith.
Isn't she a godsend? Relentless and powerful. And yet... I don't know. I wonder if she isn't just a little... fragile. Whichever. If the camp were a horse, it'd have 2 riders, and they're not pulling the same direction.
What can you tell me about Kate Newsmith?
She's done a fair job so far. Things can only get better, eh? Lately, I do notice some little tension between the 2 sisters. This worries me. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every house divided against itself shall not stand. So true, don't you think?
Things have changed. How's the camp doing these days?
The camp does better, thanks to you. I mean, the Lord only knows what the future holds. But with one terrible monster the fewer in it, it surely looks much brighter.
I must go.
Find my brother. Please.
A meagre crop, but at least it's growing.
From the desert, by our hands, the Lord has made a garden.
It's rotten, all of it. Can't eat that.
The devil has wrought his evil here.
Ghostly voices stain this place.
Look, a chest.
Well, open it, Jobberknoll.
Is it a map? Could it be a treasure map?
Let me see. Give it here.
So, a treasure map.
Did Daniel go treasure hunting alone?
Well, what have you heard?
So, you found a map?
A map, sir?
Yes. In the chest you dug up with your brother. That map.
How do you know that?
Banisher. Knowing things is part of the job.
This is improper. Even indecent. It was just a stupid old map. I told Daniel to leave it be.
Where did it lead?
I don't remember. There was something about the bridge on the Boston Road. I paid it no mind.
Then let us find this bridge and see what we can see.
I must go.
I will wait for you here.
The bridge on the Boston Road.
There'll be a waterfall somewhere not far away. I think I heard the sound of a gun. I think I heard the sound of a gun cocking. Call on me.
have some of this. I'm ready to shoot the infested roots after you bruise the heart. All this teamwork.
A camp. Recent. Kate's, maybe.
Wolf pack. No blood, though.
She did drop her notebook.
She writes really well. There's emotion in every word. I'm jealous. Writing's good when you struggle to express your feelings.
Red McWraith, you express altogether too many feelings already.
Aye, but you like that about me. Right, let's find Kate and get her talking. Did she leave without supplies?
If she did, she can't have gone far.
Watch out! Spectre position.
Talking all the fun.
One less to worry about. bridge is down. You can't have crossed.
There. A path leads downwards.
Banisher? How did you find me?
Thickskin said I might find you here when she sent me looking.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
I found your journal, Kate. Stop lying to yourself.
How dare you?
I dare, because you care. Come on, say it. Get it out.
I'm afraid to.
It'll be all right. I promise.
I don't want to care. I don't want to care for them. I don't want to care for Thickskin.
Aye, but you do. And you can. As long as you care for yourself, first of all, so... What's it to be?
I'll go. When I'm ready, I'll return. But she will step down. Further, and you may tell her this, I do not care to keep her secret. Not no more.
All right. I'll tell her it. All of it.
Why won't you leave me alone?
We've not spoken of the beast, you and I. What's your feeling about that day?
The beast. Terror. You? A sick fascination. In service of the dead, you chisel old sins from the hearts of the living.
To help the living, we must know who haunts them. To help the dead, we must know why.
There's no help for the dead. Those poor souls. My sister did for them. May she soon join them.
Deborah was part of the beast. She came for you.
Please, don't.
I understand. I'll not insist.
Thank you.
She's nearly ready to talk. Let her simmer just a little longer.
The beast is tied into the nightmare. I must know how.
I know nothing of this.
You fled the nightmare in Nью-Иден town. The same nightmare killed the woman I love. You must know something.
I am sorry for your loss. Truly. I believe what you say and I'd help you readily. But I know nothing of the nightmare. I'm a simple woman. I have failings. I lacked courage when I needed it. But that is my only crime.
So, what news?
I'm short of news.
What's your plan?
When I'm ready, I'll return to camp.
Will you leave soon?
Don't push me.
Young Kate Newsmith, all grown up.
I'm sure she'll do just fine.
Who will do just fine?
You will, Kate Newsmith. You will do just fine. No news from camp?
I hear that under Thickskin the people prosper. Good for them.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I'm busy. Find them yourself.
I'm not asking you to do anything. I just need information. I may have some to share in return. So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You just can't leave a scab unpicked, can you? Especially if it's not your own.
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her from time to time.
Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
What did Grace look like?
I remember her thin and boyish, encumbered by dresses she hated to wear.
That sounds like Seeker.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done.
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand Nью-Иден, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
Goodbye, Kate. And be careful. You packed a bag and ran. Not very grown up, is it?
I'll grant you're many things, sir, but my father you are not.
Spectre, going for a meat suit. I think we've hit a nerve.
Stay put. Not today. Piss off. Die, you bastard.
search for recent signs of passage.
Place has been ransacked.
Our Mr. Keen, no doubt. When Daniel goes treasure hunting, he is thorough indeed. Go then. You're going to need me for this one.
Please show me. Key might be useful.